Hi, I'm Coach Corey Wayne, and this is my video coaching newsletter. And the topic of today's newsletter is going to be confidence in game and multiple choices. So I got a really good email success story from a guy. This dude's been following me for about 5 or 6 years. And that's what's cool is that the older my business gets, is like I get success stories from guys that have been following me for multiple years. So you, as a viewer, can listen and hear how my book and the things that I teach on my website and my videos affect people long term. So I thought it was great because this guy's in the past 5 or 6 years after he got out of, I think he was in a long-term marriage, and once he got out of it, he was with one woman for 17 years. And what's interesting is, like he said, when I got out of the marriage, is like, I needed some help because the last time I was in the dating world, everybody used pagers to get in touch with them. For those of you that remember, you remember pagers? I know the young kids that are in their 20s are like, pager? What the fuck is a pager? So I got a quote that I wrote, and we'll go through his email because this guy is doing really well. He tends to date 4 women at a time, and what I think is so great about it is that he just got out of a relationship a few months ago, or for about a year, and he got to a place where he realized that he wasn't happy, wasn't fulfilled, they didn't share the same goals and the same values, and he really did a great job of letting this girl down easy. She was really emotional, and it's cool because he shares what he said to her that alleviated the pain and made the breakup for both of them a lot easier. I do get emails from time to time, guys going, how do you let women down easily without hurting their feelings, and so you can move on also without feeling guilty? So there's a lot of great things that this guy shares in his experience of applying what I teach and living it successfully for the past 5 or 6 years. So the quote says, the number one thing women find sexy about men is men who have confidence. Men who live life on their terms and go for what they want without apology or hesitation due to fear. Alpha males go for what they want, while beta males dither, hesitate, and doubt themselves. So he says, hey Corey, I'm a longtime fan of your work. Not only have I read the book at least 15 times, I listen to the audio version weekly to keep the lessons burned in my mind. If people follow your game plan, they will get the success with women they desire. I mean, how many times have you been watching me for a while, or have watched lots of my videos, how many times have you heard me say the best success stories are always guys that read it 10, 15, 20 times? And this is another one. I mean, you get to know the book so well, you could teach it. And so when you're in a situation, it's like you know how to react, because it's not about being a robot or doing or saying exactly or following everything to the fucking letter of what's in the book. It's understanding the philosophy. It's understanding the mindset. It's understanding the principles. It's understanding the fundamentals. So you can read between the lines and be instinctual. And that's what he does so well, because he knows the information. It's instinctual at this point. So he says, quick background. I'm in my 40s, an average-looking dude with a professional career. 6 years ago, I got out of a marriage where I was with one woman for 17 years. I was back in the dating pool for the first time since pagers were how we communicated. It just brings back memories of pagers, the early 90s. I remember late night, being out with friends. Pager goes off. I'd see a number pop on my picture. Like, oh, it's a girl I really like. It's so cool. I need a payphone. Let me go get out my brick cell phone and call her. Those were the days. Now we got WhatsApp and Facebook and Instagram and YouTube and Snapchat and all kinds of other messaging apps that we can talk with. He says, luckily, a month in I found your work and I applied your techniques. Before I knew it, I was able to date 4 to 5 women at a time, and these women were very attractive. I was a perfect example of a man who would be out with a lady and people must have said, what's up with that guy? In other words, why is she with that dude? She can do so much better. Obviously better with me. That's what guys tell themselves. It got to the point where I would typically be seeing 4 women at a time with little effort. I'd hang out, hook up, and repeat. Well, it's hang out, have fun, and hook up. That's the full formula. Whenever a woman caused drama, was not what I was looking for, etc., I would let them fall away and replace their spot in the rotation. Because, yeah, I mean, how can you handle more? I mean, think about it. You got 7 days in a week and you got 4 different women that you're seeing. You're going to have to go out at least once a week with each of them. I mean, that becomes like a full-time job. But if you schedule it properly and you live life on your terms, you can manage it. You can do it. My goal was not to be a player, you understand, but let the women compete for my attention and let the cream rise to the top. It's a great philosophy. If you're the prize, if you're the gift, if you're the trophy. I think Doc Love said, when kitty cats compete, you win. 9 out of 10 times, women who were given the opportunity to miss my presence were always circling back for another chance. They always come back eventually, usually. Not always, but most of the time. Unless you just royally fucked it up. Over those years, by letting these women compete, I eventually had several long-term relationships develop. But given the experience of the past, I understood that I always had options. The paradox of choice. Whenever a woman would not meet my standards, cause drama, etc., I never have hesitated to end the relationships knowing that I was a catch and should be treated as such. I mean, if you think about the average guy who doesn't have choice like that, I mean, they're just happy to get somebody to go out with them and spend some time with them. So their mindset is the complete opposite. It's a scarcity mindset. Whereas when you are able to get consistent results and repeatable successes like you're in the book, it's why should you settle? You know you can replace somebody. You're okay with being single for a while. Like I've said many times, I've been a serial monogamist my whole life. I tried doing what everybody in the world told me I needed to do, and that didn't make me happy. What has always made me happy is following my heart and trusting my feelings, and sometimes a relationship runs its course. Sometimes after a year or two of dating, you realize, hey, we just don't want the same things. It's been great, you're awesome, but I don't want to date other people. But if you don't have choices and you're scared that you'll never find another person as good, then you're going to put up with crap. Then you're going to have to settle. And you're going to tell yourself a story that justifies that settling. The idea of settling or staying with a woman who did not meet my needs was never in the cards. I will add a note that I always made sure to court any long-term girlfriends like they were my new lover. Most recently, I had to end a 1.5-year relationship because of character traits that were hidden until we tried to live together. It's like test driving a car. Why buy the cow if you can get the milk for free? Out of an effort to give her a chance, I told her several times that her behavior was not acceptable to me. So in a loving manner, he told her what he wanted, told her what his standards were, asked her to treat him the way he wanted to be treated. And what happened? When she did not change, I had no choice but to end the relationship. He gave her a chance. But the reality is expecting the other person to change. Because you either accept that they're not going to meet your needs and put up with it, or you say, you know what? I know I can find somebody else. I know I can find somebody better. And as I become better, I attract better quality people. I did so quickly because I knew there was no reason to waste time and I had other opportunities awaiting discovery. I love his mindset. After taking a month to heal, get to the gym, etc., it was back into the pool for me. Again, knowing your material backwards and forwards, it was like riding a bike, and within a month, I was back to having a stable of women competing for my attention and chasing me. The man is in demand. This is why I could stand up for myself and do what had to be done, because I knew, he put some big bold letters, there were plenty of fish in the sea, and I was a master fisherman. Good job, dude. Great student. This is just a reminder that not only does this material help you find women to share your adventures, it reinforces the lesson that if you're not getting what you want, you can move on and see what else fate has in store for you. And that's pretty much how I think. I know it sometimes pisses people off who think I should settle down and get married and be with one person. Maybe someday I will, but I'm going to keep living my truth because it works for me. It makes me happy. And I just want to be happy. And I want you to be happy. You got to do what's right for you. You got to walk your path and live your truth. Side note, I think I found a theme song for your material, LOL. Hear me out. Dangerous Woman by Ariana Grande. Why does this work? Because of the chorus that goes like this. This is an excerpt from her song, Dangerous Woman. Something about you makes me feel like a dangerous woman. Remember, women love guys that are kind of dangerous. Why do you think they date the bad boys? They're unpredictable. They don't know what's going to happen next. It's exciting. It's mysterious. It's fun. It's passionate. It's unpredictable. Something about you makes me want to do things that I shouldn't. Naughty. He says, this is the true essence of being a 3% man. It is our difference from the crowd that makes women lose control and act in ways they have never done before. Because it's so rare for a woman to find us, they can't help but fall for us, while the other men act like idiots and get ghosted and friend-zoned. The numbers are in your favor. I have literally lost count of the times women have said, you're so different. I usually don't do this. I can't stop thinking about you, or you're everything I want. If I had a nickel for every time I heard that. Again, these are women that people would think are way out of my league, and that would choose me over a mob of men. I know this was long, but I wanted to share it with you before I go out on the 4th date of this week, all different women. Dude, you are the man. With a hot woman who adores me. This is all thanks to you. Feel free to use this material as you see fit. Bob. Bob, great fucking job. Outstanding job. And thanks for sticking around for the past 5 or 6 years. I appreciate all of you that have been with me for many, many years. So if you'd like to get my help personally, you can go to my website, click the products tab at the top of your screen, and book whatever coaching option works for you. And I will talk to you soon.